Okay, friends, once again, good evening to all. Friends, in today's topic, in today's session, we are going to deal with some important topics of CTET syllabus, which are consistently focused on in each exam, each paper every year. And these topics are, we can say, key topics in one word, we can say key topics in the sense that uh, most of the questions are based on these topics only. That's why these topics are key topics. And here I have mentioned only 2 units topics. More I will mention in the next session. Okay, so let me begin the presentation. After these topics, a brief detail I will provide you regarding each topic, and after each these topics, we are going to face some questions, and following that, one topic is there: language skills, specific things in all the language skills of language. 4 languages skills are there, LSRW. But we know about LSRW, but we don't know the specific things that I'm going to discuss with you today. Okay, uh, please respond me when it is visible. Okay,
Yes,
fine, it's
sir,
visible, I
it's
think.
visible.
In my laptop, it is going slow. In my phone, it is visible.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, no problem. Let me read out from my mobile phone. Okay. Friends, CTET important topics includes those topics which are consistently focused on, and questions are based on that. And sample questions I will provide you there. Friends, these topics you will find here in the second slide. First one, let me do some hurry during this discussion of on these topics, because we have very important topic after that. So, uh, growth and development is there. These topics are from unit number 1, child development and pedagogy. And before I start discussion, let me clarify that, friends, when we face any exam is there. If we are not understanding the important topics, the key topics, then it is the preparation we are doing will be a kind of waste for us. Okay, because we are just doing labor work, we can say labor work, in the sense that just reading and reading, nothing else. Finding out different notes and collecting all of these things, and just being confused among these all materials and notes and so. But what was my concept, what was my focus? It is on the key topics. I always focused on key topics for any exam. So here you can say, you can see that uh, from child development and pedagogy, growth and development, that is already discussed by madam. Then cognitive theories. Friends, this part is very important. Piaget, Kohlberg, and Vygotsky. These three thinkers you have to prepare. You have to focus more on these three people, these three uh, theorists. Okay, so because most of the questions are from their theories only, their descriptions, their explanations of different learning processes and language learning, etc. Okay, you will find one language theory by Vygotsky there. So later on we are going to discuss that also. Here, intelligence and its theories, IQ, we all know that intelligence quotient, then ZPD, zone of proximal development, other intelligence theories and tests, then language theories, language acquisition, what is acquisition, how we acquire language, then the challenges remained there. Then Chomsky, as a theorist of language learning, then Vygotsky's language learning theory. I have two example for you. Uh, okay, Vygotsky is the propounder of the language theory of ZPD, as we discussed earlier, zone of proximal development, that is social learning theory. Then Chomsky was believing in universal grammar, that is his concept of language learning. So these things we have to focus on more. Then learning disabilities. At the end of this session, I will ask you about which part do you feel any big difficulty, any part. Okay, then we will arrange a session on that also, a particular topic that you have to tell us. Then learning disabilities, dyslexia is there, autism, ADHD, and specially abled child. Dyslexia, we know about it. Okay, learning disorder, and autism is there. ADHD means it is a disability of specially abled child, you can say. Okay, full form of ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. The children who are very much hyper in different types of activities, they cannot sit at some proper place. They are just doing any activity. Then moving ahead, learning theories are there, laws of learning theories, behaviorism theories, teaching methods that you have to focus on. Then motivation is there, Maslow hierarchy, reinforcement and punishment, that is the theory of motivation that you have to prepare. Then cognition and emotions, Freud's personality theory, then heredity, environment, influencing factors of learning, gender issues are having application based questions, because you will be given problem kind of questions and you have to solve. You have to select the most appropriate one answer given in the options. Then inclusive education. In this particular topic, you have to focus on the norms and definitions and features. Norms decided by government. Any policy is there or not, that you have to prepare. Then who propounded this particular topic, inclusive education in India? Who was the believer of this type of education? Then evaluations, the most important topic, because it has different types of evaluation. We can see here formative, summative, school-based, CCE, then scholastic and co-scholastic types of questions, different types of things we have to prepare here in evaluation part. NCF 2005, RT 2009, these two things are very important. Questions may be based on these things, NCF, National Curriculum Framework, and RTE, Right to Education. The government norms and regulations, government determined by government, that can be asked in exam. Then theories and their propounder, not profounder. Then Vygotsky, Kohlberg, and others that we discussed earlier. Statement and definition by different psychologists. Here you can see Skinner, Gestalt, Kohlberg, etc. That we have to identify their area of theories, their concept of different theories, and which theory they have propounded, what is the basic idea in their theories, that we have to prepare. Then here in language 1 English, subject related it is, so it will be based on English language only. So here grammar and its rules. Couple of questions are asked from this portion also. Any grammatical rule or grammatical structure or function may be asked there. Then passage and poem will be asked there. 15 questions from passages and 15 from objective questions. Objective means different questions. Passage, one passage and one poem will be there. Then the important thing is English language pedagogy, learning acquisition, definition, stages of language development. So here principles we have to prepare, principles of language teaching. There are so many principles for teaching any particular language. So the principles we have to prepare, features we can say, then language skills that we are going to focus today. Then role of grammar, methods of teaching grammar, inductive, deductive. Then challenges of diverse classroom, errors by students, disabilities on the side of students, disorders if they have. Then learning material, different things are there in language classroom, audio visual aids, textbooks, and authentic material we can include there. Then remedial teaching, methods and strategies. It is the biggest part right now nowadays in classrooms. For language classroom, it is the biggest thing, because after exam we can find out so many mistakes and so many errors on students side, that uh, we can for that we can provide remedies. Okay, so remedial teaching is important. Certain classes we have to conduct for that. Okay, uh, after school time we can do that, before school time we can do that. In primary education it has already implemented by government. Then evaluation is there, formative, summative assessment, observations, etc., for language only. Fine. So these topics, friends, these topics are important for unit 1 and unit 2, language. For language 2, I will provide you topics in the next session. Before that, here we have some questions that you have to give me the answer. Read out the question, the options, and answer me. The appropriate option we have to select. Provide me the appropriate option, the most appropriate.
B. Encouraging students to ask more and more questions.
Okay. What
D,
do
sir.
you understand
D.
behind that option?
Like if they will ask more and more questions, then definitely, there will arise an kind of urge and kind of curiosity in them to know and know more. So that is how they can learn.
Okay, fine. Anyone else?
Yes, sir, Vikas. D
Yes.
option, sir. Last one.
D. D for Delhi.
D. Yes, sir, Delhi.
Why?
It's because it is my own thinking about last option. It is suitable for that question.
Okay. It is your own thinking.
Yes, it is my own thinking, sir.
So why do
Critical
you
thinking.
think so? Why do you think so?
Critical thinking, sir.
Critical thinking. So here,
Yes.
please read out the question once again. Which of the following is suitable for making students responsible for their own learning? So here keyword is own learning. Okay. So how we can define own learning? When students are doing all the things by their own self. Okay, by themselves only. So here we have to encourage them. Then only they will be able to do these things. So option number B is right. Fine. Encouragement or motivation will provide them a kind of desire or willing to learn something new. Okay, so then only they will become self learners or we can say motivated to learn something by themselves only. So that is the important thing, to make students responsible for their own learning. Then next one is there, read out and answer me. It is from gender issues.
B, sir. Creating an open and encouraging atmosphere in a mixed class.
Okay. Yes, Mihir. Yes, Mihir, tell me. Okay, Manisha.
Sir, it's B, creating an open and encouraging atmosphere in a mixed class.
Okay, why? What is the reason behind that option?
It is about what we see that we trying to adopt in our life.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, here we can see the keyword there in the question, discouraged by. So we have to discourage, not encouraging. Here we are not going to encourage something, we are going to discourage. What we have to discourage? Gender stereotypes or bias among learners, among all learners, boys and girls. Okay, because sometimes girls are responsible for some things, for the gender bias, because they are not opposing. When you oppose something, then you are against of it, and you are going to discourage other people for that particular thing. So here option number B is right, because we have to create an atmosphere, a climate for that. And such a climate can be created in a mixed class only. Mixed class means a class which is having boys and girls both. Okay, mixed class. So open and encouraging atmosphere in a mixed class, and providing such an atmosphere, such a climate, such a discussion, such a teaching learning process, such an approach from teacher's side. Okay, so that we have to provide there. So creating environment, that is important to discourage such things. And these things not only for gender issues, this thing will also work for casteism or religion bias. So many things are there, so many partial issues are there in India. So it can be removed by creating such an atmosphere in classroom first. Okay, so we have to provide a kind of role model there. Then next one, read out and answer me. Very important one. Yes, Maitri.
Open-ended question.
Open-ended. Okay, Kiran, what do you say?
Yes, sir, it is open-ended.
Open-ended. Then Mihir. Mihir is not responding. He is just showing his hand, the
No,
symbol of
sir,
hand.
there might be something network issue.
Okay, no problem. Okay, open-ended question. Why? Any reason for that?
Yes, sir. Because for if teacher asks such kind of question, then their comprehensive skill can be tested. That what they have have they actually imagined the picture of a fish in their mind? So by giving answers, we can come to know about it. So it is open-ended.
Okay. Kiran, what do you say?
Yes, sir. Same. Because this is the open-ended question. Where we were? Yes. It is open-ended question because they have to put themselves in place of fish, and they have to think according to fish. So their comprehension skill will be increased.
Okay. I want to tell you, Vikas, that don't take control of this presentation. Okay. So it is open-ended because the question is like that. You can see the question after reading a story on fish. If a teacher asks children to answer, imagine you are a fish in a pond. What do you see around you? So it is up to the student what he answer or she answers. Okay. So that's why it is open-ended. Any answer can be can come from student's side, and that answer will be acceptable. Okay, here closed type question, it is just an opposition to open-ended, then comprehension question, then multiple choice. These two things are not there. That's why it is open-ended. Openly, a student can answer anything, any view he or she can narrate there. Here, the fourth question about language. Language number 1, English.
C, acquisition.
Acquisition. Okay, that's right. Acquisition is right because we acquire language, and acquisition is kind of process to learn something, to learn the target language, and natural learning is there for language. Okay, so learning is simple thing. First learning uh, is simple thing, and erudition is simple thing, but acquisition here is relevant to language learning. That's why option number C will come there, acquisition. Then next one,
C, learning results in subject proficiency.
Mhm. Anyone else? Why you selected C, Maitri?
Because sir, because the other three options are like true in context of learning and acquisition. So only this was the odd one out. So
Okay. Anyone else? Kiran or Mihir
No idea, sir.
or Manisha? No
Maitri.
idea. Manisha Khedawala. Do you have any idea? Or Vodafone?
Sir, sir, I think it's C, learning results in subject proficiency.
Why?
Because sir, sometimes happen that we learn, for example, we
Hello.
sir, but acquisition helps in cognitive abilities. But when we acquire language, we start to relate things, no? So that is how our cognitive skills are developed. You know, sir.
But here, see the question once again. State which is not true in context of learning and acquisition. Read out
Yes,
the options once again.
yes, sir. Got it. Yes, sir. You are
So
right.
that's why such questions are there in CTET exam. It will confuse you. Even it confused me also when I wrote this question here. It confused me too. But second time we have to see at the question when any confusing question is there given in the exam paper, then go once again in the question, read it out once again, and check the options again and again, because such questions will be there which will confuse you, and just 4 to 5 questions will be going to affect your result, such questions. Okay, so acquisition helps in cognitive abilities. That is not true. Okay, next one. According to Piaget, learning occurs due to
Assimilation and adaptation. C.
yes. Why?
So we have learned a theory, about it in SEM 3, I guess.
Yes.
So it states like that, yeah.
Fine.
I
Okay,
think so.
that's correct. That's correct. It is C, assimilation and adaptation. According to Piaget, learning occurs due to assimilation and adaptation, because it was his own, it was his theory. He was believing in that particular thing for learning. Let me share one thing for these three people: Piaget, Vygotsky, and Kohlberg. Piaget's theory was cognitive development. Okay, cognitive development was there. Then Vygotsky, it was socio-cultural theory, and Kohlberg, it was moral development. So these three theories are there, three people are there. So don't be confused into this theory, and know the basic idea of their theory. That will work for you for the exam. Then the last one, according to Vygotsky, learning in a child or adult takes place due to. Just now I told you about Vygotsky's
Social
theory.
interaction.
Social interaction, yes. Socio-cultural development of a child. So he was believing in that, Vygotsky. Okay. So, friends, these were the questions, the sample questions these were. You will find so many things on different websites. There are so many mock tests and practice tests, and better to attend such tests to make your knowledge effective, because by reading only you will not be able to do that particular thing. Okay, so net practice in one way we can say. Friends, here we have second topic of today's session, language skills, LSRW. We all know listening, speaking, reading, and writing. That is the sequence, and that sequence is followed when a child uh, uh, is born, and he or she, as a child, learns first listening, then tries to speak, and then read and write. Okay, so please tell me, there are classification, two classifications are there for these skills. First one is passive and active. So which one is passive and which one is active? Can you tell me? It's very simple.
Yes, sir. Listening is active and reading is active. The other two are passive, I guess.
Okay. Anyone else? Dushyant, you are there. You can answer me. Semester 1. Okay, his name is there. He is not there. Okay. Hiren.
Yes, sir.
So what do you say
According to
about
me,
this? Yes.
in my opinion, listening is passive and rest of are active.
Only listening is passive or active? Passive.
Passive and rest three are active
Okay.
because the
So
learner himself, uh, like he makes movements and all that in speaking, reading, and writing. And in
okay.
I
So
don't know,
yeah,
this is my idea.
when you listen,
The learner remains passive,
okay.
just listening
So
to
just
or
think
something.
about when we listen something, we are active or passive while listening.
Active.
Mentally, we are
We are
active.
Mentally, we are active, but are we making
But
anything?
bodily we
Are
are
we,
being passive.
Yes,
yes.
we are making connections
Yes.
while listening. No, we are
Ah,
correlating so many things
okay,
at the same
okay.
time.
In that way, okay. But let me tell you, friends, it is passive. Listening is passive because we are not doing anything. We are just listening.
Yes, that was my idea, sir.
That's why it is not active. Active means we are producing something in that particular language. Don't you think so?
Okay, so you mean being productive, like which are the
Yes.
productive
Yes.
skills and which are the
So
receptive
once
skills?
again, another classification is there: productive,
Yeah.
non-productive. So
Yes, sir.
tell me about productive and non-productive. Which
That
one
I
is
knew,
product?
sir. Okay.
Yes.
The productive ones are speaking and writing.
Yes,
Yes.
mate.
Yeah.
And
And the other two ones, the remaining ones are receptive skills.
yes, yes, exactly. Receptive, receiving something. So here are the right options, we can say. So listening and reading, these two are passive skills because we are doing nothing, we are producing nothing. That's why we are passive at that time while listening and reading. While speaking and writing, we are producing something. We are speaking by using vocabulary that we have. Okay, we are not imitating while speaking. We are just speaking our own ideas or expressing, we can say. And writing in the sense not dictating. Writing means writing our own ideas in the same way we are speaking. Okay, uh, oral expression, that is speaking, and written expression, that is writing. So this is the classification. And productive and non-productive. So productive means we are producing something. So speaking and writing, these two are productive, other two are non-productive. Because in reading also we are not producing anything. We are just reading. Okay, for enjoyment also. For reading has so many things that we will see next. So skimming and scanning, two types of readings are there. So that is also happening there, but production is not there. That's why it is passive. Friends, here let's learn one by one about, and in hurry because simple things are there. We know the definition of listening. Okay, it is a kind of receptive skill in oral mode. Someone is speaking and we are receiving the ideas through ears. Okay, with comprehension, not without comprehension. That is listening. So two types are there: interactive and non-interactive. Can you tell me about this difference, interactive and non-interactive, focusing on this particular skill?
Yes, sir. In listening skill, interactive means two-way traffic. One is the speaker and the other one is listener, but at the same time, listener becomes speaker. So there is an ongoing conversation, you can say.
Yes,
And in non-interactive, it is only one-sided.
yes. For example, interactive means here we are interacting. That is first type. And non-interactive means any video is there, and audio is there, and someone is speaking, but we cannot interact with him or her. That is non-interactive. We have to just listen. So sometimes it is more important in listening skill, non-interactive part. And interactive part is also important in the sense that at the same time of listening we are doing speaking also. Okay, so listening and speaking, both these things are going parallel. So interactive and non-interactive, two types of listening situations are there. Here, this part is very important, friends, and these points of different micro skills, of different skills, will be asked in exam. These micro skills are there in listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Okay, it is there. So you have to just go through these micro skills. What is micro skill? So little small situations or conditions are there in each skill. So here Richards, a person is there who proposed these micro skills. So let's see one by one. Retain chunks of language in short term memory. So sometimes we listen something and we memorize that particular thing to use that particular word in future. Discriminate among the distinctive sounds in new language, recognizing stress and rhythm patterns, tone patterns, intonational contour. Okay, all these things are there. We recognize and we imitate, we try to imitate. Fine. Then recognizing reduced forms of words. Reduced forms of words means some words are used in English in short form. For example, madam is called as ma'am just. Okay. So such words are there. And while listening, we are experiencing such words, and the same words, the same vocabulary we learn and we produce, we just use it once again in our expressions. Then recognizing typical word order patterns, recognizing vocabulary, these things are going on in listening skill, friends. While you are learning listening, you will face all these things. So what type of question may be asked in exam? So they will ask that identify from the following options which can include distinguish word boundaries. So such question may be asked. Then you have to find out which option is the most appropriate one. So anything may be asked. So here comprehensively you have to learn it, you have to understand it, the micro skills. Then guess meaning from context. Sometimes we listen, understanding the theme, the story. Then recognize grammatical words, recognize basic syntactic patterns. Syntactic patterns means which is relevant to grammar. Then recognize cohesive devices which are used to join different sentences, connectors we can say. Moreover we can say, then because, then, so many words are there which are used as cohesive devices, connectors, joiners. So while listening, we are experiencing these words, such vocabulary that we learn at the same time, and we are going to use it in interactive way also, the first type of learning situation. Then second one is speaking skill. It is productive skill in oral mode. Okay, basic idea is very simple here. Oral mode it is, and productive skill. Then it is somewhat complicated because at first when we see it, this skill, it seems very simple, but at the same time it is the most difficult one, because if you are not having that much vocabulary, you cannot use it properly. So first of all, what we need to know, listening. Do listening first, then only you will be able to speak. So here also three situations: interactive, partially interactive, and non-interactive. Tell me about it. Interactive, all we know about it. Okay, interactive means two types of two sides interaction: speaking and listening and speaking, communication. And what is partial interactive? Do you know about it? It may be asked.
Partially interactive means it must be like around, if there is a session going on, then 90%
Like
is
yes.
spoken by him, and 10% you can reply if sometimes question is asked, so that may be
Yes.
partially interactive.
Yes, bilkul. Because just here we have example of this session. Okay, the speaker is speaking a lot of things, and the listeners are having a very less opportunity to speak something. Okay, so 90-10 or 80-20. So that may be the portion in this type of speaking situation. Most of the things are spoken by the speaker itself. Then non-interactive, where the speaker is speaking all the things. The listeners are there, but they are not allowed to speak anything. For example, audio or radio is there. Then speaker is speaking there. You are, as a speaker, you are taking a session, you are recording something. So that is non-interactive. You cannot interact with anyone. Here, once again, we have micro skills. You can go through these micro skills. I will provide you this particular presentation in our group, so don't worry about that. You can just note down these skills in your notebook for future preparation. So micro skills here will include simple, small, little skills of particular skill of speaking. Okay, so let me read out the major one. Putting words together in correct word order, or using vocabulary properly, appropriately. Then making main ideas stand out from supporting ideas or information. That is important. What you are going to say, the main theme of your speaking, that must be in the center. The supporting ideas will not be. Okay, the supporting ideas should not be in the center. So the examples will be there, but the main theme should be given more emphasis. So that is also a micro skill in speaking. Then reading skill. Reading is receptive skill in the written mode. Okay, by reading something, by reading a book, we are receiving the ideas which are written in the book or in any newspaper or magazine or article. Anything can be there in written mode. Okay, that we are reading. It can develop independently of listening and speaking skills, but often develops along with them. Sometimes it is developed along with listening and speaking also. You are listening something and at the same time you are speaking, and sometimes with the help of reading material you are speaking something, you are expressing something in your own words. Yes. So in that way it is also developed along with these skills. Then the last sentence is very important. Reading can help build vocabulary that helps listening comprehension at the stages particularly, because when you want to use the language you must have the vocabulary. Listening alone will not provide you vocabulary. Sometimes reading is important because reading will give you illustrations, examples, some narrations given there by the author, the writer, that you can use. Some traditional words are used by the author that you can use in that target language. So reading is also sometimes providing us vocabulary to develop our listening, our speaking also. So here once again micro skills, recognizing vocabulary by reading something. So that is one micro skill. Then recognizing basic syntactic patterns. Syntactic patterns means grammatical structures are given there in the written mode. Okay, something is narrated by the author and which grammar is used by him, that we can recognize there. So it is a part of reading skill. Then different strategies are there which can be included in this reading skill. The last one is there, adjusting reading strategies to different reading purposes, such as skimming for main ideas or studying in depth. Skimming means just reading the main ideas only, overview. Then studying in depth means scanning, we can say. So these are the micro skills of reading. Then writing, the last one of this session. Writing is the productive skill in the written mode. It too is more complicated than it seems at first, because when you start writing, you need vocabulary, you need ideas, you need a theme, a story that you want to write. So that is creative part on your side. So that's why it is little difficult than other skills. And even for native speakers it is difficult. We have mother tongue as Gujarati, but sometimes when we try to write in Gujarati anything, any a page article we try to write, then we face difficulty in writing such thing. Okay, that's why it is a little difficult skill. Then the micro skills, it is including using orthography correctly, including the script, the spelling, punctuation conventions. So many things are there in writing. You have to follow. Okay, grammatical things are there, alphabetical things are there, format is there that we have to follow while writing. Here, for students, for teachers, the teachers are teaching writing to the students. So here we have to be limited to the writing composition, to teach composition to the students. To that limit, this skill is important for us. Otherwise, for writers, for authors, it is the biggest skill, we can say, the important skill. Then other skills are there, micro skills, using vocabulary correctly once again. In the same way, we were it was there in speaking skill. Okay, in speaking also we have to use vocabulary correctly. Then making sentences in continuity must be there in your sentences, in your paragraphs you have written. Then continuity of grammatical structure also. You cannot write incorrect grammar in writing. For example, subject, verb, object, and any other things you are including in your sentences. So that must be in grammatical structure, in the form of appropriate grammar. Okay. So these are the important skills, friends. Here we need to understand only these micro skills. The other simple things about skills you know. Fine. So we need to understand the micro skills only for all the for all the four skills. Now, tell me your questions, if it is.
No, sir.
Okay. I tried to deal with the two things today. First of all, important topics that you have to focus on. Then these skills, micro skills. Fine, friends. Then there is no question, then we are going to end this session.